Welcome to the deep dive. Today's mission is, well, it's based on a stack of A2 level English learning materials you sent us, and we are unpacking the fundamental building blocks of daily language.
Yeah, we're focusing on things like colors, clothing, and, the highly functional art of shopping.
Right, because whether you are catching up with a friend over coffee or just navigating a bustling department store, this is the vocabulary you need to use every single day.
Exactly. And while it might seem basic, mastering this functional vocabulary is what actually gets you through real-world interactions. Before you can buy an outfit, you have to know how to identify its pieces, right?
Okay, let's unpack this. I like to think of organizing these vocabulary words almost like strategically packing a mental suitcase.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Yeah, you don't just throw words in a pile. You pack them by function so you can grab what you need. Like you lay down the broad strokes first, colors like red, green, or gray.
Oh, wait, the foundation.
Exactly. Then you pack the top half of the body, so your blouses, jumpers, and hoodies. Then you move to the bottom half for your trousers and skirts.
And you throw in footwear. And actually, here is a fun little geographical divide in our suitcase. What the British call trainers, Americans call sneakers.
Yeah, that's a classic one. Finally, you top it off with accessories,
Mhm.
like scarves and gloves. But I have to admit, once my linguistic suitcase is packed and I am actually in a store, I always mix up I wear and I am wearing.
Oh, sure. That happens a lot.
Does the shop assistant actually care which one I use?
Well, they do, yeah. Because those two phrases communicate entirely different realities.
Wait, really? How so?
Think of the phrase I wear as a static photograph of your general habits, like I wear jackets in winter, but I am wearing is a live video feed.
Oh, a live video feed, I see.
Right. We use the present continuous tense here because fashion and getting dressed are entirely about the now. It is an immediate description of your current physical state.
The live feed versus the photograph, I get that. But honestly, isn't it exhausting to constantly analyze your verb tense when you are just trying to buy a jacket in a tiny, overheated changing room?
Well, that is where the grammar stops being an academic exercise and, becomes a survival tool.
Survival tool. That sounds a bit intense for trying on clothes.
The materials you provided highlight a crucial pivot in this language. It is using the word too plus an adjective, words like too big or too long.
Right.
Adding that simple modifier shifts your sentence from a passive observation into an active negotiation.
So we are moving from just describing the live video feed to actually directing it. Like you're in that changing room, you've got a dark blue jacket in a medium, and you realize it's too long.
Exactly. You don't just stare at the mirror.
Right. You use that specific vocabulary to flag the problem, and you ask to swap it for a small that fits well.
And what's fascinating here is how that problem-solving language immediately bleeds into the actual transaction. You have fixed the physical fit, but now you have to negotiate the math.
Oh boy, the math. Because navigating a foreign language while doing mental math under fluorescent lights is the true test of fluency.
It really is.
Nobody wants a jacket that is too expensive.
Right, and in the scenario from your sources, the jacket originally costs £45. But thanks to a 30% discount, the price drops to £31 and 50 pence.
That's a pretty solid deal.
It is. And that shift illustrates the transition from too expensive to good value. Mastering the language of commerce is just as vital as knowing the word for trousers.
It really is about building mental muscle memory so you aren't overwhelmed in the moment.
Definitely. And your sources actually offer a brilliant practical way to automate this process.
Oh, the mirror habit.
Yeah, every single morning when you get dressed, make it a daily habit to speak the clothing item and its color out loud in English.
Just stand in front of the mirror and actually say, I am wearing a blue shirt, or I am wearing gray trousers.
Exactly. It forces your brain to generate that live video feed, the present continuous tense on a daily basis.
It takes the cognitive load off, so when you are actually at the store, the word's just there for you.
Right, they just flow naturally.
Which brings us back to where we started. Clothes are essentially our daily armor, and language is how we express ourselves to the world.
That's a great way to put it.
So next time you mentally label your outfit in a new language, ask yourself, does the way you describe your clothes change the confidence with which you step out into the world?
That is a really interesting thought.
Something to mull over next time you reach for your sneakers or trainers.